Does it look pretty good?
Wait for the picture.
Pretty good.
Wait, I'm gonna wait for you to get in the picture now. Okay, I'm gonna move it just a little bit.
All right, should be good to go here. Might end up turning the heater down a little bit. We'll see. We're gonna shoot some practice ends first. We got a nice practice target out there. Yesterday went pretty well, so we'll see how today goes. Still left the sight set from where we had it yesterday, so we'll see how it starts off. We'll probably try to do like 2 ends of practice before we go into actual scoring. Oh, well, that's not good. All right, I gotta put a new knocking point on this. It just totally came undone.
You can do that here.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
It's the nylon.
On the back table?
It might be my bow case.
Got it.
Huh. All right, well, that was entertaining. At least we didn't get into actually scoring. Just 2 arrows down there. I think they're both in the gold. But we'll need to fix this before we continue on, though, because it's my bottom knocking point, which is very important out of the 2. They're kind of both important, but definitely want the bottom one at least. Figures, though. So today we're going to be shooting the second half of the Indoor World Cup. Should be going pretty good. The weather today is actually pretty nice again. Let's see. Temperature's 45 degrees. So about where we were yesterday. I think we ended yesterday, it was like 49. It was pretty nice out. So, not starting off from a bad spot, temperature-wise. It's kind of tough sometimes when you're shooting this indoor-outdoor thing, and then you come back and it's freezing out. You come pick up your arrows, and every time it's freezing out. So, it's nice that it's pretty warm out. All right. Got that. Pretty good. We'll just need to get some knocking point material on there. So we're down to 1. Mom's going to be behind the computer again, answering any or reading me the questions everybody leaves. Doctor is again working at the hospital, so she's busy doing doctor pharmacy stuff. Let's see. All right, while we wait for some materials to fix this string, let's see. what we talk about. We got a new target already sitting here. I'll be replacing the one down there with this one. This one's a fresh target. Got to sign in for the second half of the app to, I don't know. It's going pretty good though. Figures yesterday, we were delayed just because of setting everything up, and now today we're delayed because there's actually, an equipment problem. My knocking point came undone. So it's kind of funny. We were on time really good today, and now we're delayed again.
I gotta get your car.
And the get the wax.
Where's the wax? Okay.
Yeah, it should be. All right, let's get rid of this finger sling. It's got knots in my finger sling, my string. Okay, so we're using the 400 nylon serving by BCY for the knocking points. I've been using it for a little while, and it seems to work really well. Of course, this one instance it did not work really well, but these things happen. That's all right. See. This was originally going to be a live stream of me shooting, but we're turning into a knock putting on live stream, or knocking point putting on live stream. I'm actually pretty surprised where it came apart, because generally they don't fall apart from where they come in contact with the arrow, because that seems like where it kind of unraveled at. Usually they try to pull. Usually the strings pull out from themselves. So that was an interesting one. That's okay. We should have it basically fixed now. We just gotta light it on fire here. And alright, that's pretty good. Let's see. Put a little wax on it, get that going. Alright. Let that dry a second. Should be pretty good though. We can get back to shooting. And yeah. And we'll go into scoring from there. Still got at least one more arrow to shoot here before we go down and pull them. And then we're gonna shoot at least one more practice end. Anybody has any questions, just leave them down below. And I'll go and answer them in the chat as when we can. All right, that was a good knocking point. Watch it change our sight now. So that last one was a little low. All right, we'll see where it goes. We'll shoot at least another one. All right. It's funny, the first two shots are really good too, so kind of figures that the knocking point will go, and then we got to go readjust our sight setting here because it definitely seems like it's changed. We'll see what this this next two shots. See if we have to really make some adjustments. But the first one out was a bit low. Let's see. Let's do some of these first. All right, definitely seem like we're a little left.
That's right.
Or a little right. The other left. With the other left. Which is funny because yesterday we were playing the adjustment game of trying to get the arrows to go more right, which we figured out probably within the first quarter, or first 3 or 4 ends or so. So it's funny now we have to go the opposite way. Well, that was better. All right, we'll probably shoot one more practice then, just to be sure that we're relatively close to the middle of the target, and then we'll start up. It's gonna be after 12:30, but didn't foresee my knocking point just coming undone on me, so these things happen. But that's kind of funny though, because if we had continued shooting from yesterday, if I shot the whole thing, that means it probably would have broke, mid-scoring, and that would have been a awkward adventure. Alright, gonna do our last practice then, and then we'll get started. Alright, that was better. Alright, that'll be good. So we're going to go down, pull those, change that target out because we got to put a brand new target on for the actual scoring, and then I just got to scan it in onto my phone so that I can actually score, for this next 30 arrows. So that'll just be a moment, and then we'll be back. If anybody has any questions or anything, just leave them in the chat, and we'll get to them in between the ends, and we'll see how this goes. We're just shooting some arrows here. Day 2 of the World Indoor Series, January. All right, we are all set up. It's actually a little breezy out there, which is kind of comical. Good thing I'm shooting outdoor arrows for an indoor shoot.
Okay, you got a comment?
All right, somebody's got a question?
It's a good comment.
All right.
Bryce and Gavin say hi. I should probably change my current name. LOL.
All
Nice
right.
shooting. What is that thing sticking on the riser?
All right, hello, Bryce and Gavin. Thanks for joining the live stream. The thing sticking on my riser, or on my bow. On the riser of my bow, we have a sight. We have a stabilizer here. Let's see.
Maybe it's clicking.
Clicking. This is a clicker for checking how far back you draw, because you want to draw to the same distance consistently. All right. Let's get started with round one. We got 3 arrows, and we'll see how it goes. Just shooting some arrows here, so it should be a lot of fun. All right. Not bad. I think we're a little bit low. Feels a little low. We'll see. We'll adjust the sight as the groups come in. All right. Not bad. Pretty good group down there. I think I got 110 out of it. I would say it's either a 28 or a 27. So we either got a 10 and 2 9s or 3 9s.
Yeah, but hi, Anthony. Good luck. Have fun.
Oh, thank you. So pretty good start for the first round. Especially since the best score we can shoot is a 30, so it's not a bad start. We'll see what it adds up to, and I'll get back to you guys. The target cam should be in a pretty good spot, so you actually see the arrows better than I do. Way back here. We'll put our hat on too. Kind of chilly out there with the breeze. All right, so it was a 28, pretty good. We are going to make a little bit of a sight adjustment though, because I feel like I shot those 3 shots pretty well, and they were pretty consistent. They were all together, but they're slightly low, and they could be a little bit more to the left or a little bit too far to the right.
Mickey Boy said, good luck. I am streaming it on the TV so Nanny can watch.
Oh, nice. All right. So we made our adjustments. This should help bring our shots a little bit more towards the center. They're pretty close to the center. Obviously, we got 1 10 and 2 9s. But the more we are in the center, if we make any mistakes, then we're going to increase our odds of getting 9s instead of something else that's lower. We got the line on that one. That was pretty good. 10. All right, juggled that one a little bit, but we made it work. Just gotta keep a little bit smoother in our shot. But overall, kept them pretty close together. We'll check it out. I think it's 2 10s and a 9. But we'll see. One might be a little high. There's definitely one that's a 9-8 liner. But still good.
Grayson said, good shooter.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's going pretty good again today. Yesterday was pretty sweet, so today seems pretty good so far. It's feeling pretty good. We'll see how it goes.
It's a little breezier today.
It is breezier today, yeah. The temperature's about the same, give or take, but it is breezier. All right, so we're back. That was a 28 as well. The top one was really close, but if we had a judge, I would call the judge over. But since I'm judging myself, it could have been out. So I just called it out. I think just for the sake of legitimacy of it. Might have been in, but then again, we don't have a third party here, so I'll just call it out because I think that's way more than fair. It was really close, really close, but that's all right. So we're gonna go into N3 now. So we shot 2 28s, so our total's a 56 out of 60 possible points. Not too bad. All right. Let's see. We'll just start off with one of these. There we go. Get off my nose a bit. I want to stay on my nose. All right. Set. Boom. Sweet. Yep. Doing a little dance. I don't want to do a dance. You gotta keep it nice and still. Especially if you move in the front. You definitely don't want to move in your bow arm up front because it's supposed to be the one that really stays still. All right. Try this again. There we go. That might actually be a 30, which would be really handy because, 30s are pretty cool. Shot pretty good overall. Would have liked if I went through all three nice and smooth instead of having to, set down the bow and kind of clear the slate and go again. It would have been nice to just go boom, 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 but it's all right. We made it through. That end went well. We'll check it out. Any questions from anybody?
No?
All right. It's all right. Other than that, looks pretty good. I would say our sight is pretty much on the money, which is good. So we just need to make good shots. I just have to make a good shot as the archer, and we should be doing all right.
Someone said tasty group.
Tasty group? Aw.
Tasty group.
That is it. Yeah, it looks like a tasty group. I'll be able to see better when I get down there. All right, that was a very good group actually. That was a 30, but with 3 10X's. So not just 10s, but 10X's, or the compound 10, as those of you that know the compound scoring. So that was a very tasty group.
You got a comment from the same person?
All right.
I never could shoot both eyes open.
Ooh, so I don't know. Both eyes open. I've not both eyes closed, huh? But I guess you technically can shoot both eyes closed, but you have to look at the target first. But that's a whole other story. I've shot with one eye closed, and I've shot with both open. I personally find the both open to be better. It's definitely something you have to kind of develop. Sometimes it's easier to start with one closed in the beginning, or I don't know. At the end of the day, it is what you're comfortable with. I just, trying all these different things out, I found that having the both open just seemed to work better for me. But there's definitely some really good archers that shoot with one closed, so it's not like it's mandatory. Right. Yeah. It's not bad. A little low. Came off my nose slightly. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, we're gonna reset on this one. All right, so that was worth it. Worth it, taking our time. We don't have a time clock here, but I'm definitely within the 2-minute time span you would get to shoot anyway, so not overly worried. A little high, that one. Besides, it's kind of a bummer in a little bit of a way. I really wish there was more archers that actually filmed, live streamed their whole shooting. Not that I extensively looked around, and I could be wrong, but basically seemed like it was just me and World Archery. Maybe there were some other people there, not not trying to make everybody feel guilty or whatnot, but there's a lot of archers, there's at least some archers that could easily do this, but I guess they choose not to. I don't know. They need a little bit of pressure. They haven't been to tournaments. It would be fun. So let's see. I'm saying that's a 28 down there. That last one was definitely high. It's still a 9. It's an 8-9 liner. Then I think I got 110 and then another 9. We'll see how it looks down there. Looks pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so that actually was a little bit better than I thought. I ended up getting 2 10s and a 9, so that's another 29. Better than the 28 I was expecting, because I thought the one was low, but both of them were definitely in the 10 ring. They both broke that 9-10 line. Feels kind of warm in here. I'm gonna turn down the heat a little bit. It's feeling pretty toasty. All right, and we'll get back into end number 5. End number 5.
It's fine.
Then we're on to number 5.
Yeah.
Because we're like a 114 or so.
115.
115
115.
out of 120. Yeah, I think we're at 115 out of 120. I'd have to look at the scorecard. We'll find out when we go down again.
I think it's 115. Because it's 86.
It's pretty good. Besides, felt like it was just way off my nose. I don't want it off my face because that means I'm moving somewhere. We don't want to be moving. Oh, see. Back. There we go. There we go. Get this ball rolling. Zero's shooting into the target. Into the target. Oop, that was a little lower than I want. We still got a 9. I'm going to give it a couple clicks though. Probably
You're running a little low.
dropping my bow arm or something a little bit. But, we can't play around with form too much. We just kind of maintain where we're at. So we'll adjust the sight to kind of, get around the little mistakes I make. Nobody's perfect. Oh. To the right-hand side on that one.
You have a comment?
Might be a bread. All right.
It's hard after your first group to keep it up. I think that was referring to the tasty.
Yeah, yeah. That 30 really set quite the standard. I did shoot 2 30s, in the first half yesterday, but I did not shoot that. That has been my first 30 with 3 10Xs. So that was pretty sweet. I'm sure we can do it again though. This end was a bit low, but that's okay. We'll make up for it come next end. I want to say we're probably looking at like a 27, because I'm pretty sure that last shot was an 8, which not great, but we'll work through it. We're having fun, so that's what counts, and I get to share this adventure with everybody. What happened?
You got an error.
An error.
Yeah, you said that it was the same thing we had before. Clean, smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering.
Ruh-roh. Oh, so it's still playing.
Yeah, but it was fine. It said excellent connection. So I don't know what his problem is. It says you have to reset it in your streaming software.
All right, might have some lag on our stream. We'll see how it goes. See if it smooths out. streaming software seems to be fine. All right, I made it back. Hopefully this stream is better. Every so often we get, internet's a little bit slow, so we get some choppiness on the live stream. It's been really good for the last couple. I think it was a little slow in December. We had a couple choppy spots in the live stream. November was fantastic, so it's been pretty good overall. I don't know, maybe the wind's not helping us. Who knows? I'm not in charge of that one. We shot a 27 that end, so not too bad. Could have been a little bit better. We'll see if we can make that happen on this end. Other than that, looking pretty good. We're at a total score now of 142. That should be out of 150. Oh no. Anyway, we have a 142. We'll see how much more we can improve from there. That was N5, so I believe we're on N6 now. Again, I don't really keep track of the particular ends. I just shoot the arrows because that's more fun. It's all about enjoying the process, so I don't try to really focus on what end I'm on. Generally, just shooting.
Go back to excellent quick.
Thank you. All right, feeling good. Nice. All right, not bad. Not the best shot, but not a bad shot. Still pulled a 9 out of that one. Kind of moved a little bit as we were shooting. So let's avoid that for next shot. Back. Okay, not bad. A little low on that one. We're going to give this another click or so, just to be safe. I know we had that one high one before, but now I seem to be a little bit more consistently putting them lower. Maybe my release or something's not as smooth. Maybe I'm dropping my bow arm a little bit. Still looks pretty good though. We should have gotten a 28 at least without a problem. I don't think it's a 27. So moving back in the right direction, trying to get as close to or onto that 30 points every end as possible.
Hello from Turkey.
Oh, hello, Turkey. Thanks for joining the stream. It's pretty early in the morning, or no, actually no, it's pretty late at night for you. I don't even know if it's morning yet. But thanks for coming. Pretty cool. Curious, anybody watching? Have you shot the World Indoor Series, and how'd you do? It really doesn't matter what your score was. Did you have a good time with it? Were you happy with your performance? If you weren't, did you find new things to work on? Because I'm always finding new things to work on. You can hear me talk about little things that I'm doing incorrectly in between shots. So those things I'll kind of put in the back of my head for later on when I get back to practicing after this is done, and then I kind of work on those things and try to solve them or at least improve upon them before the next tournament, which I haven't looked up, but somebody told me yesterday that there's going to be another World Indoor Series. I have to see if I can figure out how to sign up for it. I thought it was only for teams, but people are telling me that it is for individuals. So if it is for individuals, I will probably sign up for that one, but we'll see. Days in a row. All right, so turned out pretty good. 28. Again, I think my sight adjustments, because I gave it a couple clicks down to try to boost those arrows up. For this next end, I think that's going to be helpful because looking at it, if I had my sight a little bit lower and I had shot those same shots, the first one would have caught the upper 10, the other one would have caught the 10, and then the last one that I felt was low, that would have caught the 10 as well. So 28 this time, but hopefully our sight adjustment kind of puts me back in the center. I don't know, I feel like at this point, this is kind of like the game I play. I keep my shot as consistent as possible, and then I just try to understand how I'm shooting and adjust my sight to help me stay in the center to the best of my ability. So, that theory seems to be working out pretty well. We'll see. It'll develop as it goes. We are on end number 7 now, though, so we are progressing through this half, pretty well. It feels good. I don't feel like I'm doing a sprint here, but I don't feel like it's super slow. So I feel like we're at a nice pace. Again, if anybody has any questions, be sure to ask me in the chat. Mom's back there reading all the chats, monitoring the stream today. So if you have any questions, just let her know and she'll relay them to me. That's good stuff. Ooh. Yeah. Nope. It was like, whoa! Moves a whole bunch around. Steady, gotta stay steady. There we go. See, that was good. That was worth like setting everything down, focusing back on what our mission is here, and that's to shoot nice, consistent arrows into the target. It's that easy. All right, it takes a little practice, but. No. We like to move. We're moving a little bit more today than yesterday. I was definitely a little bit more solid yesterday. I don't think I really moved until like end number, I don't know, 9 or so, 8, 9. And then number 10 was solid because I threw down another 30 yesterday. So, yeah, we started a little bit earlier today. But then again, the last 2 days, today and yesterday, I've only shot this. So I haven't really like practiced because I'm just kind of saving all my energy and all my focus. Excuse me, just to shoot these 30 some odd arrows today and yesterday. So we'll be back to the grind tomorrow. So maybe could be playing a little bit into it, but yeah, you learn. Yeah, that was good. See, okay, so out of those 3 shots, they're all pretty fantastic, but that one was my favorite because I felt like I set up really nice. I felt really good. String and everything was in my face, and then just pulling a little bit more at my back, gone. Just, arrow goes, release goes back, and goes basically in the center where I was aiming. Fantastic. We'll check it out though. You guys probably already know what it is. I am going to be bold. I'm going to call it a 30. Obviously, I can't tell you how many X's it is. There's just too many little holes in the target. I can barely see like the 10 ring now as it is because of how many holes we've punched in that target with the arrows. But obviously I know where to aim. You just aim at the center. But that was a good end. I'm happy with that one. Even if it's not a 30, I'm happy with that one because that's how well all 3 of those shot, especially the last one. Right, we'll get this and probably take a little drink. Now, I say this almost every time I live stream, but because people ask and they're always curious. My favorite drink for archery tournaments is water and usually Powerade. I know Powerade. Propel. Sorry, yeah, Powerade. Propel. Powder Propel and water. It's my favorite. I used Gatorade for a long time and it's not bad, but I like the Propel better. Yeah. It's cheap, and it's got no sugar. So, pretty good. And it's got all the electrolytes and things like that, so very helpful for the outdoor season. All right, so that did turn out to be a 30. Very good. Didn't bother to check how many X's it was, but it was definitely 3 10s, so that's what counts. Probably was. I think it was only 1 X. That's what Mom's saying. So, I don't know. I focus more on the quality of the shot than necessarily the score, because if you can shoot 3 consistent shots that are all grouped together, then you just have to move your sight onto the gold, and then you're gonna shoot the gold. So.
And X's don't count anyway.
Yeah, and the other thing too is for this tournament currently, X's don't count. They count 9s in World Archery, and if you shoot compound, you only count the X as a 10. So there's that as well. If this was outdoors, we'd be counting all the X's because you need those for tiebreakers and things like that. All right, we're on end number 8 now, so let's see how this goes. Alright. Nope, you're a little twitchy there. Moving around on the front hand, bow's going like this. Nope. We got the time. We'll reset it. Whoop. All right, we got a 9 out of that one. I kind of moved a little bit. Nothing like, not a bad move. It just, when everything went off, I wasn't quite, I was like on the center, but I was, I guess, a little bit out of like alignment. So we're a little bit down and to the left, but it looks like we still snagged the 9 there. So, you know, these things happen. Nothing bad about that though. We'll make it through. Yeah, look at that. All right. That second one was pretty good. Third one, I mean, was pretty good. So that was 2 good ones. That middle one though was yeah.
You have a comment.
Okay.
From the Kayaking Archer.
Oh, Kayaking Archer. Welcome back.
Your comment about how few archers post content hits home with me as well. That's why I appreciate your videos so much.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you coming out and checking out my videos and my live stream. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there should be more archery content. I know an angle of it is the financial portion of it. Unlike a lot of other like things, especially on YouTube and stuff, there's not really a monetary incentive, even though like there shouldn't have to be, but. Like I definitely don't. I definitely don't make money, doing all this. But I do it for the community. That's why I, do all these other things on the side besides have like a regular job. I make the short shot tungsten points and like the wind socks and target flags and stuff like that. That stuff actually makes some money. But for like the video side of it, no. But it's all about the promotion. I want to share. With everybody, like what I love, and I guess our issue right now, in a way, is that we just don't have enough people that are willing to share things because they just enjoy doing it. They're only doing it because they want to make the money, and the money's not in the videos at this point in time. Not that it won't ever be, because I feel like since I started making videos, like I don't know, what are we on, like 6 or 7 years ago, like. The opportunities for people making videos have definitely increased, and it's gotten a lot better. But we'll see. Thank you for coming out, though. I really appreciate it. Also, a lot of our top like world-class archers that actually make a living shooting archery, not to give them a hard time, but they seem to be just solely interested in keeping everything for the most part, to themselves. Like, if they streamed once a week or put a video out, every month or month and a half, I think it would do wonders not only for the community as a whole, but I think even for themselves, because you figure every archer's their own brand in a way. And I think it would be better, especially since there's so many young people now that are enjoying like YouTube and things like that. I think it would be great to reach, a larger audience, especially as people step away from cable and stuff. Whereas just like people spread out where they consume content from. But you make a very good point. Let's go down and check that out. Forget what I was calling. I want to say it's probably like a 29. I don't think it's less than a 28. It's definitely not a 30. I think it's a 29 though. Okay, so it was a 29. Two 10Xs though, and a 9. But we knew the 9 was going to be a 9 because that was definitely a 9 shot. The two 10s though were great. That moves us on to end number 9 now. So we got 2 more left. Not bad. We will see how it goes. We're just shooting arrows into the target. And we'll see what that brings us. Solid. All right. So that was pretty good up until like the very, very end, and I moved a little, but everything clicked, and I was like, boom. So that was kind of fortunate that it went right next to the other one, but then kind of not. Things like that is a perfect example of practice paying off. Because I honestly would say if I didn't practice, that wouldn't have occurred. It's like that arrows in the bank type of deal. I practice enough, so every so often when you make a little bit of a mistake, the interest comes in and it ends up not being bad. In this case, it was excellent because it's right next to the last one. All right, we'll get set for our next arrow here. Okay, that was a cute end. That wasn't a half bad shot. I don't know, 9, 10. It's honestly getting hard to see. It's really good that we only have one end left because it looks like that arrow's in the 10, that last one, but it's very dark right down there in the center. That was pretty sweet though.
the kayaking archer said, "Bam!"
Bam.
Exclamation mark.
Oh yeah. Oh, I think I hope that bam means a 30. I'll take another 30. We'll see how it goes. I'll go check it out. That last one though, I did kind of feel like a little flighty on my on my release. I think I had a little, pizzazz going on the release. Not necessarily something you want, but it worked out in this case, especially after the second one. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. All right, the 10x machine. We're just printing out the 10x's. So that was another 30, but with 3 10x's. So pretty cool. It's always nice to see them. The hilarious part is I was just making a comment about not seeing a lot of 30 10x's in tournaments and how I don't shoot that many even in practice. And I was saying that yesterday. So it's really hilarious that I go and shoot 2 30s and both of them are, well, I don't know, did I shoot 2 or 3 30s?
I think you shot 3.
I shot, well, two of my 30s were both 30s that were both 3 10x's. So really, really cleaning the market on X's today. It's hilarious that they don't actually count for this one, because I'd be doing really good, especially in the tie-breaking scene of things. But it's all right. So we got one end left here. We've got 3 beautiful arrows, and we got a target, and it's our job to just shoot the arrows at the target. So we're going to do it for that one. Anybody have any questions on anything, let me know in the chat, and we'll get to answering them after this. All right. Not bad. It's somewhere down there. Somewhere down there. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, no, doing a little dance here. All right. 2 arrows, got to keep it together. Keep our form consistent. Yeah, just like that. No, darn it. All right. Shoot the arrows. All right. We shoot the arrows, everybody. We just shoot the arrows. Got a breeze out there. Kid you not. I'm watching the trees move. Oh, we made it, kids. Okay, so straight up, the first shot was fine. I definitely felt some self-pressure creeping in, but it wasn't like we only got 2 left. It was just a subconsciously like dawning on me that we only have 2 left. So these are the things that you like try to train for. And I felt like I did a pretty good job in this situation overcoming them. It may not be a 30, but I kept them all in the gold, which is what counts. And I'm proud of all 3 of them. So I don't know what the score is going to be, but man, we are going to be really, really close to 290.
Okay, you have questions?
All right, we got questions.
Okay, Jamie would like to know, are you not cold when shooting?
Not cold when shooting. No, I am not cold when shooting because we have a heater right here, like right down this way. It's got a propane tank to it. It's rated for a house. This is a tiny, like 10 by 10 by, I think my ceiling peaks at, okay, so this would, all the way up here would touch the ceiling. So I would say we probably have like a 12-foot peak on our ceiling, maybe 14-foot peak on our ceiling. Yeah, give or take. So, pretty small room. I'm shooting out of a window. So I have one of those, I guess, are they called like just sliding windows that just open and close up and down? No cranking out, just up and down closing. I have pieces of plexiglass on it, and I shoot out of a slit, like a castle, like how they make castles with the slit, the archer slits. Well, I shoot out of a bigger version of one of those. So I can get this nice and toasty. Right now my heater's on 1. It can go up to 3. And I can shoot all the way down into probably like negative 10, 15 or so. It doesn't really get colder than that in New Jersey. I have videos on it on my channel if you want to see like more of a visual. I would Google, like under my videos, go look up like shooting shack, and you can see the upgrades and the progress I've made on my shooting shack. We actually just installed real double pane windows. My one neighbor was throwing them out because he had decided to upgrade things on his house and didn't want them anymore. So I actually got free windows. So I'm very thankful that he decided to just get rid of them and didn't break them or anything. So I actually have 3 double paned windows. Another question? All right.
Can you compare your new stave with Shrewd?
Ooh, the new stabilizer with Shrewd. Okay, so the Ramrod's new K2 V2 is fantastic. The Shrewd is technically a higher end rod, and it may be slightly better. Kind of debatable at this point in terms of score, because yes, I know we're shooting this tournament at my house, and some people are going to say, oh, well, it's at your house, Anthony, it's easy. That's why I'm live streaming it, because live streaming this makes it as hard, if not harder, than a regular tournament. So I wanted to do that. 1, to share the experience, but 2, if I'm going to shoot a tournament, I want to make it feel kind of like a tournament. So, I'm putting myself out here for the entire world to see and to judge me and my scores. Like, you guys can see the target better than me. So this puppy has performed really, really well. I think if you are tighter on your budget, then the K2 V2 is the way to go. If you have more that you want to spend, you want to get closer to like that, I don't know, $800 range or somewhere around there for stabilizers, then I would still consider either the higher end ramrods that I have not personally shot yet, but I would also consider the new Shrewd Rev X, because it's definitely a little bit better in terms of, I think it has to do with the internal dampening on it, because I don't. But then this rod does have internal dampening, so it's really tight on the comparison there. This is pretty special. Like, it's pretty fantastic for where it's priced at. It's definitely better than what was I shooting? The MK Impers. That's supposed to be like a mid-tier stabilizer setup. This is definitely a better value than that. This is, the Ramrods this one's probably more expensive. I haven't compared the prices, but you're getting a thinner rod and you're getting internal dampening, so it's kind of like might as well go with this one. But this this definitely takes on the big boys.
And the Rex extension, because that's not very
A note too that my mom pointed out too, that I am still using the other Shrewd products too. I really love the Rex extension that Shrewd makes, and I like their Atlas V bar. I think those two are really good. Ramrods is definitely doing a good job on the rods. Shrewd still makes fantastic rods, but some of the accessories I still really like the Shrewd products for them. Maybe something Ramrods could really double up on. Not that their accessories are necessarily bad, but at this point in time, I'm still into the Shrewd ones for how well they fit and just how well, because my stabilizers don't move because of the shelf on the Rex extension. Hopefully that helps you out. I did do a whole video on both the Rev X and on the new K2 V2s. Of course, 2 different times, and I hadn't shot the other when I did the others video. Excuse me, so you can kind of compare them that way too.
Thanks.
Oh, anytime.
Let's go get our score.
Equipment is a little bit hard to like. It's hard to try to put some of these feelings that you feel into words to give people an idea, because they all do slightly different things, especially as you get to the higher end. And then at the higher end, it comes down to finding which one fits your personal preferences the best. And then it helps bring out better shooting. We need a coat. It's cold outside. We're going to get the scores. I don't know if I broke 290. My guess is how the world works, because it would be quite entertaining. I wouldn't be surprised if I shot a 289, all because I shot that 8 back on like end number 4 or so. I wouldn't be surprised if that comes back to get me. All right, so the numbers are in, and it was a 289. So, just off, the personal goal would be to break 290 for the first time, but that didn't happen. That was all right, though. It was that 8 that kind of got me. This half, we shot 20 10s and 9 9s. So 29 of our arrows were in the gold. Out of the 30. It gives us a grand total of 577, which is pretty sweet. It destroys the one in December. In December, I shot a 550, which was my lowest of the 3, because in November, I shot a 564. So, not bad. Honestly, I felt really good for most of this. Ironically, in a way, day 1 felt a little bit more solid, but day 2, in a way, I was more on the money. I shot 4. Man, that's four 30s on day 2. I only shot 2 30s on day 1.
You got a question?
All right, question?
Break any knocks, deflections.
No, see, okay, so this is an interesting thing, and this comes back to my coach, Sung Woo. He runs SW Archery. I mostly shoot 70 meters, and that's at the big 100, that's at the big 52 centimeter by 50, it's a big face. It takes up the whole target bale. Well, when I moved to 18, in the past, I would always shoot 3 spots. And my scores would be, they'd be all right. Well, the thing is, he told me, hey, Anthony, you're always shooting a single spot. The giant's face at 70 meters. Just shoot a single spot. He's like, I guarantee you it'll help out. So the last couple of years, maybe like 3 years or so, I've been shooting single spots, and I'm just watching my scores steadily rise. Again, this is the best shooting. A 577 is a personal best. Technically, the two of the 3 of these have been personal bests. I know we're not at an official tournament, but even my past tournaments where I'm on the line with hundreds of other people, I was still slowly breaking my own records, either for the tournament or things like that. So, yes, I break slightly more knocks, it seems like, in practice. I've had 0 deflections for all... Oh, what did we shoot? 9... Oh, no. More than 90 arrows. Hold on. We're doing math on the live stream. 30 times 6... 120? I don't know, something like that. For all 120 scoring arrows, including practice arrows, so it's probably more like 160 arrows, I've had 0 deflections, 0 broken knocks. Now in practice, I'm shooting 150.
Yeah.
About 150 arrows, give or take, a day. I'm breaking probably 1 knock and 1 pin every single day, but I didn't do any in the tournament, which is good. So I don't know. It depends on how it weighs out. What I've noticed is, for grouping, 2 things. If your bow's tuned well and you're shooting good shots, the groups are tighter, but you seem to break less knocks. I find I break more knocks when I start getting sloppy with my shooting, because I think the arrows come in sometimes at slightly odd angles, so it increases the odds of them hitting other arrows. Because if they're coming straight down there, yes, they're flexing on the way down, but they're going pretty straight. But if I do something odd and the arrow's kicked a little sideways and is trying to straighten itself out, it increases the amount of surface area that it could possibly hit as it's trying to fix itself on the very short path of shooting 18 meters. So at this point, I see no reason for me to switch from a single spot to a vertical 3-spot or like a Vegas style 3-spot. It's detrimental to my score, and I'm not losing any points at the moment shooting on the single spot. When that happens, then we'll we'll cross that bridge, I guess, when we get to it. But so far, no, not an issue at all. And even for this half here, I shot two of my 430s were all 3 arrows were 10Xs. So we're packing them tight too, and we're still not messing them up. So could just be my experience, but I think I might be onto something with this, just a little bit. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. Any other questions or anything? All right, so that wraps up this.
You did get a good job.
Oh, thank you for the good job. I really appreciate everybody watching. We're going to wrap up the live stream now. I have to get these all signed and submitted to World Archery. So I want to make sure that gets in on time so I don't get myself in trouble, because that would be awkward. I can't wait to see where I stand nationally and internationally. This was definitely a very, very helpful score. Almost got to the 580s. That would have been real sweet. We'll work on it. We'll get it. We'll get to it. Other than that, you can follow me on Instagram at AnthonyArchery720 or Sure Shot Archery on Instagram. I post stuff up there. We'll probably do another live stream in the future. And we'll definitely do one if there is another World Indoor Series in February for individuals. I don't have a team, so I won't be doing the team stuff. I don't even know. I don't even know like the parameters of that. But yeah, if there's an individual World Indoor Series in February, I'll shoot that and we'll live stream it because why not? Who knows? We might be doing a shooting the snow live stream because it'll be February in New Jersey. Anything can happen. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you so much, Bryce and Gavin, for checking it out. And Nanny, thank you. I got some my family members watching. I was like, check out my live stream. You don't get to come to my tournaments, especially since they're canceled. So check it out. So thank you. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, happy shooting.
Oh,